Hi everybody, I'm Frank from Frank's 3D Shop, and today we'll take a look at how I print wireless with those two printers. Come take a look. So what do I use to print wirelessly for the both printers? I use a small microcomputer with a chip like in your smartphone on it, and I use Octoprint, which is a software running on the flavor of Linux, Raspbian Linux, which is a Raspberry Pi compatible Linux, on a small SD card, micro SD card, and this does all of the printing. So I send to Octoprint what I want to print, and I can even do it directly from Cura or drag a file on the web page. It's accessible by a web page, and I push print, and it starts feeding the printer the instructions to print. Why I do this is because my computer is in the other room, so I can print from the other room and come here and look at the print right away. I don't have to, fiddle with anything or bring a SD card and no. I just, like a normal printer, I just print and it starts to print. I usually look at the first layer just to be sure that everything is going well, but that's about it. And one thing that is cool about this small computer is that you can connect an infrared camera to it, so you can monitor wirelessly via the web page. You can monitor the print remotely if you do access through your firewall and everything. But inside the house, I can be anywhere in the house. I can have my iPad and I can look at the stream, the video stream from this printing. Let's look at those in close-up. Come here. So here you see my setup. I have my Raspberry Pi connected to the printer with this USB cable. It's connected wirelessly to my network and power in, and you have the small camera here. And the other printer, the mini here, is connected through a smaller Raspberry Pi, a Raspberry Pi Zero. There is only one USB port on this one, so I use a small hub so that I can connect the webcam that is here. See? This one costs less than this one. That's why I've went with this one, but there is a problem with this one, kind of a problem. Let me explain to you. So the difference between this Raspberry Pi 3 and the small one for the mini, which costs less, the Raspberry Pi Zero, the big difference is the Raspberry Pi Zero has only one core CPU, or one CPU, and this one has a quad core, 4 CPUs. So the problem with the small one is if you use a Raspberry Pi camera, the CPU has to compress the video feed from this camera into MPEG. So with only one core, it's not enough, and the print slows down, and it's ruining the print. So if you use a Logitech camera, which has already an MPEG feed coming out of it, it's going to be fine. So using my Logitech webcam, no problem. Using this one with infrared direct connected Raspberry Pi camera, it doesn't work always. So, but with the bigger quad core, with this directly connected webcam, no problem. So it depends on what you want to do. I think I'm gonna change the Raspberry Pi Zero to a Raspberry Pi 3, even if it costs more, because I like the flexibility of printing. Even from work, I can, if I don't have time, I just prepare the bed and I can, print from a friend or start a printering lunch at work or anything I want, and I can monitor the first layer and let it go. and if it goes bad, I can stop also the print because I have a VPN connection to my home network. So and one thing that I have ordered is a touch screen for the Raspberry Pi. So I think I am gonna make a case and put the Raspberry Pi computer maybe here or something like that, and have a touch screen so I can directly on the computer on the printer I can pause or cancel the print or preheat or do whatever I like directly on the Raspberry Pi. I think that will be useful instead of taking my phone and going to the web page and logging in if I'm not logged in. So there is a plugin for the Octoprint. Octoprint has many plugins, and I think that's gonna be a cool thing to do. I'm gonna show it to you when I receive the LCD panel. Also, maybe we can take a look at the interface, just a quick look. So you see the interface here, and one thing that I've noticed is if you look at the temperature you see here, one thing that happened is the Monoprice mini printer was showing strange peaks on the bed here. You see the peaks going up to 6,000 degrees, which is not possible though. So that indicated to me that there was a bad connection happening with thermistor on the bed. So that was nice that I could see that the print or the cable for the print bed was beginning to fail. So that's a plus value for using Octoprint. You see, you can see the streaming web page directly here, and you see the temperatures. You can even see the G-code printing. You see, you can see here the G-code that the printer is using right now. So you can follow along. It's just fun. So you see layer by layer the printing. And there is many tutorials how to set up these. It's not really hard. You just have to program this micro SD card and put in maybe a screen with an HDMI, a keyboard and mouse, and just configure the Wi-Fi through the interface, or just connect directly with a wired connection and then connect wirelessly to this small computer and configure the Wi-Fi that way. It's easy. It's no big deal, and I really like the flexibility to be able to start prints, stop prints remotely wherever I am, and monitor if it goes bad. One time I was printing a small I don't know, it was a moon, I think, on this computer on this printer, and the moon unstuck from the bed. I was not using enough bed adhesion, so it rolled away, and I saw it. When I'm at work, I just leave the video stream on the corner of my computer screen, and I've looked, and I was seeing the ball moving around, so I stopped the print that way. I think it's a good addition to printing. So that's it for me, guys, and I hope you like this little video on my printing process. See you in the next video. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, maybe push that little bell so that you're notified when I publish new videos, and comments below are really welcome, and see you in the next video. Bye guys, ciao.